Welcome to Builder Buzz by Home Nation, where we bring in builders, developers, and everyday investors to talk about one of America's biggest opportunities, affordable housing. We'll talk about real costs, explosive growth, big mistakes, and tough lessons you won't learn anywhere else. Whether you're building homes, buying land, or just building big ideas, this podcast is for you.
Hello, everyone. Today I'm sitting down with Dave with Catha Construction. He is connecting the dots between the builders and contractors. Builders don't necessarily know contractors to use in a new area. Say they want to start building in the north when they're typically building in the south. They go to up north and they're not sure who to use. Well, Dave with Catha Construction, he's filling in that blank space there where he says, hey, here's the drywall guy to use. Here's the siding guy to use. And then on the flip side, he's helping those contractors get in touch with those builders. Say, I really always wanted to build for that builder because they do a lot of business in this area, or they do really the type of homes that I'm good at, but I can't get my foot in the door. Dave, can you help me? Dave's got those connections. And if you're the right contractor and you can do the right work, he's sometimes able to help make those connections. So tune in and hear how Dave is providing a new way to connect builders with contractors and contractors with builders. So just to start here, Dave, you're with Catha Construction, right? Can you just give us an idea of what it is that Catha Construction does and how you fit in the picture? It looks like you're helping subcontractors get in touch with builders, but I'd like to hear it from you.
Sure. Yeah. Catha Construction Services is basically what was widely known in high tech as manufacturers' representatives. Mm-hmm. So what we do is we represent good trades that meet our criteria as a good trade to our builder network that we have here in Southwest Florida, so that it takes the guesswork out of shopping for and trial and error on subcontractors when they're doing repeatable builds. What we go after for our builders is national builders and the GCs that are building repeatedly, multiple houses a week, multiple houses a month, and large volumes of homes per year. So we go in with a relationship manager. Right now we have trades that we do site work, septic, culverts. So if you have a piece of land you own, you want to build a house on it, we can take care of getting everything ready for your shell contractor or your block and mason guys. We also represent a shell contractor, so we can bring you right through to framing. After that, we're looking to hire mechanicals, plumbers. We're looking to bring on plumbers, electricians, and HVAC guys, as well as insulation guys. Then we can take it back over because we have a full fleet of crews for drywall and stucco, siding, all your exterior requirements for the home. And we represent a couple of general contractors that do a variety of higher end builds and medium end builds. So in Southwest Florida, the housing market ranges anywhere from 260,000 new home up to the multi-millions, depending on how close you are to the water and that type of thing on your home design. But we have a lot of national builders down here, like Miranda, we have Adams, we have Pulte, we have Toll Brothers, a ton of national builders. They're all doing anywhere from 3 to 8 a week starting homes. So there's some serious volume there. So what we do is we have relationships with all of them. I have over 200 national builders and regional builders in my portfolio that when I call, they answer the phone. So I leverage that to represent decent trades because I was in the building industry. I was project manager, area manager for some of the national builders. That's my past in the construction industry. Prior to that, I was very heavy into high-tech manufacturing, and I'm 60 years old now. So I was in high-tech manufacturing when personal computers started, and everybody was using DOS. So I worked my way all up to international supply chain manager for a largest headset manufacturer on the planet. And I managed the supply chain negotiation and all of the logistics to get custom product, our designed product, into 4 different factories in 4 different parts of the world to support a global manufacturing operation. So I knew supply chain, I knew relationship management, and typically your construction industry is lockstep 20 years behind high tech in everything. It's been that way since the turn of the century. So it's time for the manufacturer's rep model that was allowing manufacturers of like components and IC chips and boards and stuff to get their products spec'd into manufacturers. So what I do is I represent the trades and get their services put in front of the builders. And I take the guesswork out of the builders' minds of trial and error, hunting and pecking and whatnot.
Yep.
So when I go in and I see a builder, I'm representing multiple trades. My goal
How do you
is,
take that? Sorry, go ahead. No,
my goal is to have a full suite of trades, enough to take a house from clearing to CO.
So how do you take the guesswork out? How do you make sure you're sending a good contractor to these builders?
I have many years experience in this area, Southwest Florida, and I know the good contractors, and I've already teamed up with the ones that I have already. They're very familiar with my work. I'm very familiar with theirs. I got well over 6 years experience using them, and I go after trades that are similar, and I go through and audit their process, their business, to make sure they have a robust set of crews that are well trained and know what they do. They have a good first pass inspection record, that they have a decent scheduling system, that they have great communications, and they come highly recommended.
So you vet the contractors, you send them to the builder. Where, how do you make money on that then? Where does that come in? What wouldn't the contractor then just pick up jobs directly from that builder moving forward? How does that work?
The agreement is I take anywhere from 1.5% to 3%, depending on my level of involvement in landing the job. And that's been working out great. It's a decent money maker for us, and most of the subs don't have too much of an issue handing over a small percentage like that for zero cost of customer acquisition.
That's great. That's their advertising dollars, and it's a high converting source.
I take care of all of that. I have a web page, Facebook page, LinkedIn page, and I also offer most of the subs in the construction industry don't typically have a social media presence. So we handle all of that stuff for them as well. And we've been leveraging AI as much as possible to handle all of this. I can right now deliver an individual email to over 200 builders that are currently actively building in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But what I don't understand, how you get contractor A, they go with builder, and then the builder likes the contractor. They have another job they're going to do. They work directly with that contractor on the next job. How do you make money from that? How do you know that's not happening?
I get paid on all the jobs.
Yeah, but why would that?
I set up the relationship, the contract that they have with me. I set up the relationship, and I manage the relationship with the builders and the subcontractors.
Yeah, you don't have a way to audit that beyond their verbal communication.
No, I have the builders that provide.
Well, I know, but
no, I have the builders that provide me the reports. That's the audit trail. The audit trail comes from the customer.
Okay, what's that? When you say report, that just means, we picked up a job on 123 Main Street, and we're using this guy.
Yeah, that's what. Here's the job. Here's the invoice. Here's the amount. Okay, what the job's worth. This is the value of the job. This is who did the job, and they're in your network.
Got it. And they just need to know to do that, though.
Yeah, that's all part of the agreement. When I go into builders, this is who I'm doing.
You have an agreement with them too?
I have agreement with builders, and I have agreement with the trades. Okay,
and so I get it. And so they're all right, but there's not a third way to verify it beyond them giving you the information, whether it's the builder or the contractor.
Correct.
All right. So you I mean, it's what your website says there. Let me see if I can find it again. Where I think it's on the homepage there. At Catha, we don't swing hammers. We build relationships. That's pretty true. That's what you're doing.
And most of the subs don't like to do what we're doing. They don't like to go into the builders and say,
this is going to work.
Yeah, here we're going to have a meeting. We're going to do this. We're going to do this, and all that. When I go in, I'm going into a builder as a whole suite of subcontractors.
Yeah.
Okay, so if one of my builders that I have a deep relationship with, they're not using my siding guy, I'm going in there saying, hey, how come you're not using my siding guy? I got the plans for this. Here's my price on the siding. What do we need to do? Because now they're used to working with me. There isn't anybody else doing this in the industry. And they're looking for ways to cut costs. If they can have their purchasing person sit for 1 hour and discuss 70% of the trades stuff with one guy or one person, that's got some serious cost savings advantage.
Yeah, it really does. Why is the industry...
That's their attraction to reach out to me and say, hey, man, I need some, your shell guy's working great for us. Who do you get for drywall? Oh, no problem. I got you covered. Okay, so
that's pretty nice.
It's coming both ways. The subs are reaching out to me saying, dude, I'm having a hell of a time trying to get jobs. I've been trying to get into Toll Brothers for a long time. Can you make a phone call for me? Let's go. First, who are you? What do you got? What are you offering? Because these guys, the builders today, the way they're making their money, because the building industry is so tight right now, because interest rates are still too high, and people are still building. But what happens is the builders go to the subcontractors and say, hey, man, you got to lower your price. That price comes either out of their margin or it comes out of their raw materials. So if it's coming out of their margin, that's their own decision, no problem. They go back to their raw material suppliers. The raw material suppliers are holding fast on their pricing. They're saying, you want a better price, you're going to have to buy more. I've been part of those negotiations. I've helped my subs get the best deal they can with their manufacturers. Just because I have that expertise from the past, it's one of the things I offer my subs as a benefit of doing business with me.
That's really good.
So the builders are saying, hey, you got to lower your margin. The customers to the builders, the home buyers are saying to the national builders, hey, you got to lower your price on your house. So, gravity, it rolls downhill.
Yeah.
Okay, now they're in and they've squeezed. Everybody's just about squeezed as much margin as they're willing to go. So they got to come up with some other ways of saving money. So does the marketing budget get cut? Is there a marketing budget? Most of the subs, when I ask them the question, what's the cost of acquisitioning of a customer? There hasn't been a single sub that has been able to answer that question, not even with a guess. I don't know, man. I wouldn't even.
Yeah, they swing hammers. They don't know.
And it's not so much that, it's they've never had that experience. We're coming off of 2022 where all you needed was a phone number on your truck to get work. I mean, we were building houses like crazy in Southwest Florida.
It's true.
We were experiencing magnitudes of growth. A couple of the municipalities actually had to farm out to third-party inspectors 70% of their inspections because they couldn't keep up with it. So everybody got real happy with that, and now everything's slowed down, and there's builders still building, but not nearly at the volume that they were building, and really tough for these guys to get jobs. And now they're calling on all their people that, hey, man, I've been building houses for you for a long time. Dude, I ain't got any customers. I'm not building houses. And that's what they're getting.
So would you ever go ahead and decide to become a builder yourself? Because you got all the contacts.
I can literally execute a build now. Okay, I have 2 custom builders that can build any house on any lot in Southwest Florida and a few other counties outside of Southwest Florida. They're doing it now, and I'm repping them now. But they're not production builders.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I got Fusion is one, and Sinclair Structural is another one. Both of those guys are
Wow.
full-fledged builders that have a portfolio of some really decent houses. The nice part about repping those guys is all the subs get first crack. And when you're a subcontractor and you sign up with me, part of the deal is you hand over your customer list. Couple of reasons. One is we work as a team. We are non-competing subcontractors. I don't have two drywallers, two stuccoers, two shell contractors. I have two full-fledged builders just because they're in different markets. They serve different customers. But everybody hands over their trades list. Two reasons for that. One is we work as a team. We're trading off stuff. So when we have the next follow-on sub, the prior sub calls the next follow-on sub and says, hey, dude, I finished this job. We're all set. You can come in on tomorrow. Okay, watch out for this and this, that type of thing. We have that communication, and we also communicate that back to the builder. Okay, so that just helps the builder. It's an extra set of hands and an extra set of eyes. And what it does for the reach and the attraction for the subs to sign up is I have a very impressive builder list right now. When a sub comes on, they get full exposure to that. That builder list was generated over multiple years of business through all of my subs. The other kicker that I found out, and I was completely shocked when I heard this, many subs have a lot of builder contacts that they don't nurture. They're not in routine communication.
Wow.
Like you're doing your podcast, you're doing a lot of stuff to bring this in front and keep your name out there to your customers. We're doing something similar with newsletters, direct email feeds, AI interaction. We just put in our first AI customer service trainer type avatar. Okay, and we'll be launching that out, and we just started dribbling it out now. Came online actually yesterday. So I was hoping to have a lot more under my belt before we had this call, but it was like, okay, time snuck up on me and been busy.
Nah, that's all right.
So I mean, yeah, there's a ton of benefits by joining forces as a team. And that's the way I'm approaching it, where I'm not doing competitive subs. So I'm not picking and choosing, hey, yeah, this electrician's the best one for you, and I got 5 electricians. Not 2 electricians, any two subs doing the same is not going to be willing to hand over their customer list. But complementary subs that are in the same quality level, robustness of service, first pass yields, now they get a name. And what I'm doing right now is just establishing Catha Construction Services as your go-to for finding really good trades. We got our builders are experiencing anywhere from 75 to 95 day routine break ground to CO construction times.
That's amazing.
On your repetitive plans for your national builders. Now, your one-off custom designed 8-bedroom home on the water, that's still, a magnitude larger of time frame of build. However, there isn't wasted time because you're trying to align subs, that you're trying to align inspections, that you're trying to fix failed inspections. With us, you don't get failed inspection.
It's really good.
And you don't get callbacks from customers after you hand them the keys.
Well, that's fantastic, Dave. We have a lot of contractors that will be listening to this for sure. And
if they're in the Southwest Florida, if they're in the Southwest Florida region, have them reach out. We got our website, Facebook page. I'm sure I gave you all that stuff when we set this one up. Yeah, we're looking for MEPs, mechanical, plumbing, electric. We're looking for insulators. We need flooring, which is essentially tile and carpet, and we need looks like we need trim and paint as well. Okay, we've had some issues with one of our companies, and doesn't look like it's going to get resolved favorably. So those are the ones we're looking for, and there's only spot for one. Okay, so I'm not trying to drive an urgency thing. It's our policy. We will not.
Yeah.
And we will only carry the best of the best. Okay, so you need to have, capacity to do 5, 6, 7, 8 homes a week. So you need multiple crews and all of that stuff. And that's what we got. My siding company is running 246 crews and covers the entire state of Florida. Literally the entire state of Florida. So you need siding. And they're doing residential siding, they're doing commercial siding, and they're doing production build siding and one-offs. They're extremely busy and a very well-run company. Very well-run company.
That's amazing.
My drywallers and stucco guys, they're almost there. They get about half the state. My shell contractor, he's more. So if we have territories, that's the only way we'd cover multiple trades. Okay. Geographic location. But we'll never have the same competing trade with overlapping territories. That will never happen.
So when you're in, you got to be good.
You're in.
Excellent.
Yep. So that's what we're all about. And we are working to run it as remotely as possible. Where we do Zoom calls, I have quite a presence in Thailand, and I like to spend a lot of my time in Thailand. And I have everything set up where we can do the exact same thing in Thailand. From Thailand, we can set up Zoom meetings. We have all document shares and all of that stuff. We're actually there shaking your hand.
That's great.
And taking you through the entire thing.
2025.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And it's amazing what the capabilities that we have right now and how little they're being utilized in this industry.
I know. That's for sure. Well, thank you, Dave. Appreciate having you on today. So CathaConstructionServices.com. It's going to be where to go to see all that information. It's got your phone number, has your email, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of that is there. So for anyone listening that is a contractor or a builder for that matter, on either sides of that coin, CathaConstructionServices.com, and get in touch with Dave, and you either better be the best, or if you're a builder, he's going to put you in touch with the best. So thank you for your time today, man. Really appreciate that.
Yep. We also scrutinize our builders too. So we will not, the builders have the same scrutiny as the subs. Okay. We marry, a relationship's not going to work unless they're both equal on both sides.
Absolutely.
So that's the way it goes. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Appreciate it. I love that you're bringing this, innovation, so to speak. It's just a new.
Yeah. We also have a TikTok channel. I got 54,000 followers. When I explored into Thailand, I did hey, look at me, I'm in Thailand. So we've transitioned that to Catha Construction Services, because when I came back in March is when we kind of gave birth to Catha Construction. So we've only been doing this since March.
It's working,
We got protected territories for our subs. Builders are very happy, and things are moving at lightning pace.
I love that.
I have folks from other states calling me saying, dude, you operate in this state? Do you want to operate in this state? You like doing this remotely. Can we set up something where I can launch my own in this state? So we're exploring those areas as well for expansion.
Yeah, there's a lot of value with that.
We have a system, we have a business model, and it's working, and it's working very well. Way beyond what my expectations were. I just put this up to make a reasonable living, and it's just blown up. So,
now you can't retire.
We're very happy. We're very happy with it.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. Well, congratulations on that, Dave.
Well, thank you. And
awesome.
As far as I know, we're the only one that's got this kind of business model. And it's just I bring it forth because it's time that it happened, and it's going lockstep with the 20 years from high-tech manufacturing and how they were able to scale and all that stuff, because all the builders of products relinquished that to contract manufacturers. That's going to be the next stage 5 years down the road. Your major builders, I mean, when you look at a national builder and they want to break into another territory, It's anywhere from $2.5 to $5 million out of pocket cost for those builders to set up and staff in any area. If they have a Catha Construction Services that's got a full suite of trades and project management skills, which we have, all you have to do is make a phone call. We build your model. You staff it with your salespeople, which are typically commission. Okay? You buy land. We don't buy land. We don't speculate. We don't design houses. We execute the build, and we execute it better than anybody else. That's what we can do today. Literally,
really
we can
good.
do that today, but it's a hard sell for all the national builders, okay, to say, I can build better than you, but I got a very good track record on building, and I know a lot of project managers that would love to build this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got the trades to support it.
Sounds like you're onto something with that for sure. Absolutely.
It's going to happen. It's just historically it's there. It's just I walked the path, just in a different industry. So now to me it's deja vu.
You've already done it.
Yep. Did it many times over in high tech.
Well, thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
We'll get this out there, and we'll make sure to include your URL, your website, and your phone number for anyone to reach out to Facebook as well, and LinkedIn. That way they can just contact you directly and get plugged in with the ecosystem that you're creating in the Southwest Florida market. And I'm sure that in time you'll expand throughout Florida. It sounds like some of your crews already do a lot of that. The siding crew in particular is already statewide, so it's a great trajectory forward from what I can tell. Dave?
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it, sir.
We'll see ya.
Okay, you take care.
Bye.
Bye.